Persé is an all-natural, 100% cruelty-free, organic, vegan shampoo. We make sure to only include safe, wholesome, and responsible ingredients in our shampoo formula without sacrificing substance or quality. When choosing our name, we wanted something that is easy to pronounce, easy to memorize, and fits in with our brand's personality archetype, the Joker. As a company that provides a shampoo for the vegan community, we have chosen to classify Persé under the belonging category, and more specifically as the jester or joker. The vegan community has been becoming more and more popular in recent years, and Persé hopes to expand that community and allow everyone to join and be a part of the vegan lifestyle. As a joker, Persé aims to have fun and allow consumers to enjoy life by knowing that they are contributing to a clean and healthy lifestyle. Persé breaks rules with out-of-the-box thinking by marketing to not just vegans but non-vegans as well, stressing that it is a way of going vegan but without the commitment. Our ads for Persé will be different from other luxury body products by including bright colors, lots of action, and a comedic side to it. For the atmospherics of our brand, we have chosen this logo. Our bright green leaf, seen as the accent above the E, is the main emblem for our brand as it promotes the all-natural organic ingredients that make up our product. The leaf icon is easily recognizable and can be used to spread our brand's awareness. The bottle of our shampoo will be shaped as the same leaf emblem seen in our logo. We have made sure to construct Persé's bottle out of 100% biodegradable materials and 100% toxic-free bioplastic. Consumers will walk around stores and easily notice our leaf-shaped bottles on shelves. In terms of associations for our brand, we have chosen Beyoncé to represent Persé, as she is a huge contributor to the vegan community and is a very well-liked celebrity in society. She can be seen promoting her vegan lifestyle on social media like Instagram, and has even very recently released a vegan meal planning app. And next, Keelan will talk to you about Persé's target market segments.
In the past, the jester or joker archetype has been used for products that are directed towards men, such as Old Spice or Jack in the Box. But we feel that for specifically Persé, women will also be interested in how we advertise our product. Women have proven to be more health conscious than men so far, so it's smart to include them in our advertising. We've created a few target customers. The first is John and Mary. So John and Mary are a white married couple. John is 30 and Mary is 28. They're both school teachers, they have 2 young kids, and their household income is about $70,000. They try to eat vegan but are not strict to the diet and sometimes have cheat days. They're concerned with their health because of their 2 young children. They want to stick around for the long haul. John shops at the local drugstore and to buy Persé, and then Mary can pick up Persé at Ulta. They also, when they go shopping, have Guyaki and Adwala in their bag. They drive a hybrid and they own a juicer. Secondly, we have Jose and Maria. This is a couple of Hispanic siblings. Jose is 16 and Maria is 20. Jose is still in high school and Maria is a college student. Neither of them have kids, and the household income they have is around $30,000. They're concerned with their health as it benefits their physical appearance. They can buy the product at CVS, Target, Walgreens, so any local drugstore or even big superstores such as Target was mentioned. They also buy Guyaki. They use a blender. Both Jose and Maria play soccer and are interested in a healthy lifestyle and being active. They like to pay in cash, and Maria is actually very into Beyonce and her music. So initially we will downplay the jester archetype as we don't want to alienate those more dedicated to the vegan movement, such as John and Mary. But as our brand awareness grows with the growth of the vegan movement, we will eventually move on from that smaller market to the growing market segment that includes Jose and Maria. This is when our advertisements will start to focus more on humor and not quite as much the health benefits of the product. All right, so we've chosen the jester archetype just because right now the vegan movement is kind of looked at in a negative way, as some vegans are known as the pretentious vegan, and this is somebody who will tell you over and over again about their lifestyle choice, and they'll tell you that their choice is almost superior to yours. And so we kind of want to poke fun at this specific person, the pretentious vegan, and we also want to poke fun at just shampoo ads in general and how they're just over the top and totally embellish the product. People are also becoming more health conscious, but at the same time, they're becoming more self-conscious. So to make sure that we can address both the health consciousness in people and the self-consciousness, we don't want to associate our vegan brand with the pretentious vegan, and we just want to have the benefits shine through. All right, and next we'll have Marlene telling us about the different reference groups we try to target with Persé.
Thanks, Keelan. So I'm Marlene, and I'm going to be talking about group influences. I'm going to go into culture, socioeconomic status, subcultures, and reference groups. So to start off with culture, there's a current health trend that we've seen where going green is cool. And there's been a rise of temporary vegans, which is people who live a vegan lifestyle or try to be a vegan diet, and that consists of eating plant-based foods and having no animal produce whatsoever for a short amount of time, and it could be a week, a month, or a year. BBC News released an article titled "The Rise of Temporary Vegans" that put the spotlight on one of culture's biggest icons, like Jeff mentioned before, Beyoncé. The article states that singer Beyoncé and her rapper husband Jay-Z went vegan for 22 days as part of a spiritual and physical cleanse. And it's not just a trend in pop culture. The article goes on to mention that former US President Bill Clinton and Microsoft founder and philanthropist Bill Gates have adopted this vegan lifestyle as well, full time. These leaders are setting the stage for this new vegan health initiative. And going vegan isn't just a trend, it's a movement. It started gaining popularity back in 2014, and now 4 years later has only grown in popularity. And it goes beyond just dieting. Thanks to celebrities championing animal-free eating, Beyoncé even went as far as launching a vegan food delivery app. And the rise of clean eating environment, veganism is close to entering the mainstream. Now, with that being said, looking at this increasingly popular health trend and recognizing that it's only growing larger and reaching a bigger audience, we want to focus our brand to match consumer wants and needs, and have a strong brand and a great product for them before they even realize that this is what they want. So culture has definitely had a significant impact on how we chose to market our brand, but there are other factors to be considered, and I'm talking about socioeconomic status. So with the middle class shrinking and the upper class growing at a very slow rate, the middle class aspires to be in the upper class and hence prefer products that are perceived to be consumed by upper class Americans. This is why most brands position upper class symbolism for middle class products. However, the middle class is still the largest class. And with the middle class becoming slightly smaller, that inverse relationship with socioeconomic status and subcultures has become more and more visible. Like Keelan mentioned before, we're positioning ourselves to appeal to consumers like Jose and Maria, who fall into the teenage Hispanic subculture in the lower end of the middle class, who are very health conscious, but also to Mary and John, who are Caucasian, upper middle class, that live in a more vegan lifestyle that's more strict. And another subculture we've seen here is millennials. Now, the subcultures of American millennials, vegans, and those who live vegan lifestyles are becoming more popular, and the characteristics of a millennial and vegan are more distinct now than they were 5 years ago. And this encompasses the average American, aka the European American, which is about 63% of consumers. The majority of them come from a German descent, and they're very youthful, materialistic, and participate in conspicuous consumption. So less people smoke cigarettes now with this generation, and more people are buying organic produce. And because they're so self-centered as millennials, they want what's best for them. And buying a more expensive shampoo with natural ingredients and no chemicals is healthy, so they invest in it. So now that we've talked about cultural influence and the role of socioeconomic status and subcultures, let's go and touch on some of the reference groups. So, reference groups. Most upper middle class American millennials have a positive group membership with the vegan healthy lifestyle and even brag about how healthy they are and how organic the products and the food that they eat are. And with group influences having a referent power over other members or aspirational members of this healthy lifestyle group, we can see how Persé falls into this category. And with shampoo being a public necessity, there's a weak group influence since it's a product everyone needs, but there's a strong brand influence. So as marketers, we want to make sure that the brand that people are influencing others to buy is ours. And the first point of influence is the family. So the greatest degree of consumer socialization occurs within the family. With less and less people having kids or having kids at a later age, we're targeting the people in the bachelor stage of the family life cycle. In this stage, there's a big acquisition of goods, and so it's easy to sell since they're actively looking for things to buy for themselves. And this is not to say that Persé is exclusively for vegans, but it's important to note that as a temporary vegan or as a millennial, they have just as strong of an influence as a permanent vegan does. For this reason, we're positioning ourselves to this group with the Joker archetype. It has become evident that millennials are responsive to humor, and with millennials constantly checking their phones for any updates and scanning through all the social media for the latest memes, gossip, and trending topics, it's clear that subculture lives in the present. Memes have become a huge part of the millennial culture, and they're so popular and pervasive because they're entertaining and they poke fun at everyday life and current events, making something that was formerly serious into something more enjoyable and even funny, resulting in a more memorable experience. So now we're going to go into psychological influences.
Well, thank you, Marlene. I'm going to be discussing the 3 psychological factors that we're going to use to market Persé. The first is motivation. The product Persé is a privately used necessity. Unfortunately for us, purchasing products in this category has the lowest level of influence from reference groups. It is still a present factor, though. We are hoping to leverage the moral nature of the vegan subculture and take advantage of the social desirability bias, which is defined by the Handbook on Consumer Psychology. The social desirability bias is motivated by social goals, the concern among consumers about the impression they make. Like any group, vegans are dictated by psychological influences. I believe that vegans tend to be a comparative reference group, a group that you compare yourself against and to strive to be like. This is mostly because of the psychological criteria vegans identified when they were asked why they became vegans. Over 97% described ethics as the main reason that they became vegans, whether or not they were vegans from birth because they were Hindus or vegans just out of choice because they don't like the slaughter of animals or use of animal products. We believe that by branding our product in association with the vegan lifestyle, consumers will latch onto our product more than other products who share a similar attribute. We believe that by branding our product in association with the vegan lifestyle, consumers will latch onto our product more than other products who share similar attributes to ours. The kind of purchasing behavior we intend to engage consumers in is known as symbolic consumption. This was described in Marketing Semiotics Journal as consumers engage in symbolic consumption from the moment they use goods as signs. Anthropologists have long established that consumers choose goods to embellish or extend their identities, identify with a group, and mark the transitions from one life stage to the next. Building the association in the mind of the consumer is no small task. To create these associations in the consumer's mind, we are going to engage in learning theory. We are going to use 2 aspects of learning theory, vicarious learning and cognitive learning. The way we're going to engage in vicarious learning is through our advertising. We're going to have a visual demonstration of a customer using the product, say a man washing his hair, and then we're going to have a narrator voice over the benefits of the product. This is going to engage the cognitive and both the left and right sides of the brain simultaneously. Outside of advertising, teaching our consumers is a greater challenge, as this category, again, is a privately used necessity. We can aid in the education of the product through the influence and perception that we can affect through its placement and its atmospherics. For perception, we intend to increase the potential purchaser's awareness by increasing their perceptual vigilance. This is going to be achieved through our packaging, which will be unusual due to its novel shape and color. The text on the bottle will also aid in engaging the vegan's perceptual vigilance by being more information that they're interested in. This all plays into Gestalt theory and adds to the sort of general image that vegans share of themselves and of the world, and adds to the general image of veganism. I'm going to hand this off to Melina to discuss our brand's atmospherics.
Thank you, Peter. I will be discussing our product's marketing mix. I want to discuss the features, the benefits, and the emotional connections of our product. I'm going to start with the features. Our bottle will focus on a sleek design that's shaped like a leaf. It will be a vegan formula, biodegradable formula, and it's going to be cruelty-free, which is not tested on any animals. It will also be dye-free, paraben-free, and have no gluten ingredients, as well as a 100% recyclable bottle. And our product will be unisex. The benefits of our product will include cleaning the hair without stripping the natural oils, that thickens the hair's appearance, and will be environmentally friendly. These have proven to be a very important aspect of beauty care in the industry right now. The emotional connections to our product will be including impact to our customers so that they feel that they're doing something good for the planet, something good for the environment by using our shampoo. We want to establish connections to Mother Earth and sustainability. And we also, as a Joker brand, we want to evoke a sense of playfulness, but still portray our product as good for the environment and good for you. So as for the pricing strategies for the brand, we will be offering the product at $7.99 a bottle for a 13-ounce bottle. And our strategy for this is we want to demonstrate a form of affordable luxury, but still be affordable and differentiate ourselves from other higher brands that claim to do the same thing as our product. So as to the discounts and price deals, we will not be offering too many discounts for our product because we want to maintain the higher level of status for our shampoo. So the only discount we will be providing will be a sticker located at the back of the shampoo that offers $1 off the next bottle when you buy 2. The distribution policy for the brand will be first off where it's going to be sold. We want our products sold in mainstream general merchandise stores including Target, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, etc. And we also possibly want to incorporate that into more higher-end beauty stores like Ulta. This will be very beneficial for our female market, and our general stores will be more favorable for our male clients. The general merchandise stores will be more beneficial for our male consumers. We also want our products sold on Amazon. We believe that this will help create awareness for our product and help consumers be able to buy it. And also, we will be moving into our European market where veganism, vegetarianism, and eco-friendly is an important lifestyle choice. We will also want to be targeting individuals who might not have thought of veganism as an option. It'll help us also not to be competing with other natural shampoos sold in the Whole Foods, Sprouts, and other health food stores. So as to distribution, we want to begin a selective distribution. We want to restrict the number of outlets of Persé and see where it is sold to. We want to be implementing a pull strategy where we are promoting directly to consumers and pulling it through the distribution channel. We want to be implementing a one-level distribution so it goes from manufacturer to retail to consumer. We will be distributing from our manufacturing plant in California and moving into retailers across the country and eventually Europe. We also have created a promotional campaign for our brand. Our slogan is "Go Vegan Without the Commitment." And our slogan will be Persé, the biodegradable, unisex, environmentally friendly, vegan alternative. We've also created a campaign ad that will greatly reflect our Joker archetype. So as to promotions and contests that we will be creating, we want to feature in a women's fashion magazine such as Elle and Glamour and have a free sample of our product in those ads. We also want to have a strong social media presence in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, and we also want to have our own website where we also sell our products and feature our commercials.